I'm the Hermit Mage, Gerald. Thanks for joining me. Several of you commented that you liked my modified Bonefire Tarot that I used during my hashtag Gratitude Challenge 2020. And I promised Candy from Candy, Soul, and Soil that I would do a flip through of my modified deck. And I thought I would also share a little bit about my process for that. Um, Boho Tarot, who I will link below, has wonderful deck mod videos and I believe a full deck mod playlist. Go watch those. They're extremely helpful. So definitely do that. What I used is I used a guillotine. This is a We Are Memory Keepers, and so it also has a place for that. I used um, sticky notes. I used masking tape, which I don't have here. I also used a crop-a-dial corner chomper from We Are Memory Keepers. I believe I found these at like a Tuesday morning or a discount place, maybe a Michael's, and they were on sale. So I also ended up coloring the edges, or what do they call that? Putting with Crayola Ultra Clean Washable Markers Color Max. I used the purple for that, and that worked out well. One note that I want to make sure that I give you, and I learned this, is as you're going to cut each side on the same side on all of the cards, and complete that entire side before you stop for the time that you're doing. That way you don't get anything messed up. It was okay to trim this deck in my mind because the title is still on the cards. You can see here on the Ace of Swords, it's right there. So embedded in the cards are the titles. And let me show you. I want to show you the what the card looked like without the being trimmed. I didn't take any pictures of it before, but you can see that the Fool, the title is below it, and what I did was is I simply removed that, and for me, I think it's a much more pleasing image with that. So, um, the finished size of my trimmed deck is 3 inches by 3 7/8. And according to Amazon, the original card size was 3.5 inches by 4.6 inches. This deck, it's a bit of a challenge to shuffle. I think it's because of the stickiness of the card stock. So, and before I forget, here's what the border looks like, or the edges look like. So it turned out really nicely. Now the backs, it does screw up the backs. But as I said before, I don't read the backs of the decks, so this doesn't bother me. It may bother you, so that's something to consider as you do this. I'm going to do a flip through for this. I'm going to hold the cards as close as I can so you can get a look. You can pause if you would like. Okay, that was the majors. Let's do the swords. And then we have the wands. Then we have the cups. And the coins. Okay, so that's the images, and I want to put these all together so that you can see them. So again, um, and I actually think I did a pretty decent job of keeping them clear. There was one time when I actually got up and I think it was to let the dogs out, and so some of the cards were a little slippery. So, but as I mentioned, it's a little there's a little sticky. So, all right. If you modify your Bonefire Tarot, I would love to see what that looks like. Please definitely let me know that you've done that. I hope this was helpful. I appreciate you watching. Bye.